What up? What up? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studio. It is What the Fuck Wednesday. How everybody doing out there today? Um, we ain't gonna talk too much about too much news tonight. We're gonna deal with some of the silliest shit that I've seen in a long time. And apparently, the only way you can get views on Facebook anymore, any real views, is if you piss somebody off. Um, I did find out a lot today. This morning, I did a little social experiment, and the comments are just crazy. So, that being said, it's just me and motherfucking Dan D.D. Smith in the house tonight. How do I get you on there now? Bah! What's up, Dan?
What's up, everybody?
Um, so Dan caught on late to the post, but he was skimming through them, and he even agreed that they were just crazy. So
It's like clickbait. It just automatically you
oh
pick
yeah,
a
dude,
side, or you
I
got
don't
to
even know how I created rage bait, and I don't even know how. Like I didn't
Yeah.
originate it, but I created my own rage bait, and I don't even know how. I've been called today from both sides of the aisle. I've been called a Mexican. I've been called El Salvadorian. I've been told that I was gonna get ice called on me. I've been called a racist.
You want to know what
Uh,
my favorite one was?
which one?
The one where they called you a liberal, retarded liberal.
Oh, the libtard. Got
Yes.
called. Got called. Well, that's on the other side. I'm talking
Yeah.
about this is just on one side. Yeah, but I was called a libtard. Uh, not my favorite. My favorite by far was Pink Toe Cracker. The pink, whoever originated that on my post, if you see this, uh, kudos to you, sir. Kudos, Pink Toe Cracker. I was called, and look, I don't. This is one thing I'd like to say. On my Facebook page, anybody knows. You say what you want. It's uncensored. It's a true safe space. Um, the only thing I don't tolerate is you are not going to be saying no hard R's in N words. You are not going to be saying like for instance, one gentleman called me a fag because I got my eyebrows done. That was all he had. It was your this and that. He showed how truly he was a racist and a phobic. But I don't tolerate that. That's some bullshit. You're an asshole. Um, the F word to gays or rainbow people is the same thing as the N word to black folks. No, no, no. Um, I may call myself a spick from time to time, but you won't be calling nobody else one. None of that shit. There's other ways and more creative ways of talking shit if that's what you choose to do. So the person who called me a fag, fuck you. Um, just saying. Everybody else who's called me whatever, you had every right to. I laughed at every little bit of one. Even there was one girl. She posted a picture. Well, first of all, I didn't even tell anybody what the posts were. So I started seeing people like we all know. We all know if you want to call it the myth of Michelle Obama being a man. It was way before Joan Rivers, but when Joan Rivers said it, it exploded. Um, it is what it is. But it's old news. It's old news, and it had nothing to do with her color. It had nothing to do with her race. It had nothing to do with anything like that. If anything, it was some kind of phobic or phobia. And whether you want to cut gay phobe, homophobe, transphobe, whatever, rainbow phobe. Um, It would have been that, if anything.
In this day and age, really though, if she, I mean, I'm
Yeah,
gonna make
yeah,
an argument. I'm gonna
that's
make
what
an
I.
argument for that real quick.
Go ahead, yeah,
If
because
she was, if she really is transsexual, and Obama is really gay,
so
why
what?
isn't it in the open? So what?
Yeah. So
So we
what?
voted for a gay president.
That
And
just shows your
transsexual what?
your true phobic people and your true racist people. You know, nobody's the post that I put up. After I seen people putting a racial component to this, saying that people are demasculating black women, and I said this on one of my other shows. You guys are full of shit. A very a woman, a very gorgeous woman who had masculine features, and to this day, and I'd fuck her all the way to Wakanda, was Angela Bassett. From What's Love Got to Do with It, when she was getting beat up by fucking Ike Turner, all the way to the Queen of Wakanda. She's still fine. She's still fine. She got them muscular fucking arms. And I even said something with the Serena and whatever the hell her other sister's name is.
Venus Williams.
Yeah. Fucking hot. So don't give me your fucking horse shit about that. Yeah. Has nothing to do with it. So, my whole point of my post was I posted a picture, a black and white picture of Michelle Obama with just her face. It was just white. It was a black and white picture. The shadows were in black. The rest of the features were in white. And I said the same thing that I said back in the day, before Trump was president, before anything, and again, had no racial component whatsoever. She looks like a man. She always looked like, to me, she looks like a man. That was it. And color has nothing to do with it. Actually, my exact post here, I pulled it up. It says,
the comments.
yeah, this was 13 hours ago. I was going to leave this alone because this is very old news. But since the people want to put a racial component on it, even white, she looks like a dude. And in capital letters, right above the picture, it says, skin color got nothing to do with it. Exclamation point.
Nobody understands English.
That was another thing. For the grammar Nazi, that was because I love them ones. You always get one of them Democrats who think they're too educated to be talking to you, and then knowing anybody with common sense knows most people use voice text when they're fucking doing this shit. Nobody's sitting there fucking tapping their phone. No, come on. And if you do, you're an idiot. But voice text rarely puts in a punctuation when you say what you got to say.
No, you actually have to say it in order for it to do it.
Right. And you don't know how many commas I've had in fucking paragraphs. So I don't even... Yeah. It wrote coma instead of putting a comma there.
That's why I don't use it.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I had one.
I'm an idiot.
I could tell your intelligence by all your run-on sentences. Oh, shut the fuck up, grammar Nazi. Didn't think you were going to be here on my post today. But yeah, so I don't, because I'm unedited, my shows are unedited, and, I don't, people don't generally agree with my views or whatever, which is fine. Yeah, that's your opinion. I don't have that many views usually. I don't have that many on anything. Whether it be my shows or my posts. That post is almost to 9,000 fucking views. Now, that might not be much to some people, but for one post of mine, where the most I think I've ever gotten was 1,500 views on a reel, that's kind of crazy. And the hate. Now, this had nothing to do with politics. This had nothing to do with race. This had nothing to do with MAGA. This had nothing to do with Republicans. This, if anything, goes back to square one in some kind of phobic, if it had to be something. It would be, I feel like it was in the phobia range. The racists that came out on this post from the melanated people, from the people of color, few of the white folks in there, little few Karens in there, but from the melanated, I'm like, for real? This had nothing to do with color.
Go ahead. You just can't. It's to the point, like you said earlier when we were talking. It's like a lot of black people really want to be segregated. Some white people want to be completely segregated again. It's ridiculous. The racism was gone almost in the 90s. Why are they bringing it back? Beating a dead horse.
Not what it is that horse ain't dead.
I don't
want that horse stayed subservient for quite some time. And now what they're going to realize is that wasn't a horse that was laying down. That was a fucking bull just soaking up the anger. And a new real form of racism is going to be founded out of that. And it could only be blamed with all the fuck shit that's been going on lately. And it ain't just melanated people, but I mean, come on now. Who's in the news 90% of the time? You know, it's illegals or melanated folks that just, I mean, and it's sad. And I don't want to see these young kids doing fuck shit and going to jail or getting killed. I don't care what color you are. These kids should have a chance just like anybody else did.
I'll agree with that.
And then, I've seen a lot of people just, racism is you were born with it. You fucking retarded motherfuckers. And that came from a post because I posted something about this woman said that she was telling a story about how, or that a black woman asked her how she speaks to her children about race and how to identify people. And the white lady said, I don't. We don't. You're just another person. We don't teach our kids. My daughter's best friend is black, and she doesn't see a black girl. She sees her best friend. And under that post, oh no, people, this lady is wrong. And people, if you're white, then you're inherently, this and that, and you gravitate towards your color. It's biology, it's nature. And when you know where I'm coming from, if a Puerto Rican, where I came from, a Puerto Rican, a black person, a white person, any person walking down the street towards me in the middle of the night when I'm walking alone, I'm not thinking, oh, he's Puerto Rican, he's cool, or I'm not thinking he's white, he's gonna deport me, and I'm not thinking he's black, he's gonna shoot me. I'm thinking, why the fuck is this person walking up on me?
Yep. You clench your fist no matter what. Somebody's walking up on you, you tense up a little. It don't matter who it is. Or what, for that matter.
And then, I also got told where I come from is different. It's because it was a melting pot. America is a melting pot. Don't give me this horse shit. Now,
irrelevant talking points. That's what it's a constant chase of irrelevant talking points.
Yeah, but I'm seeing that an older generation is putting it into the younger generation's head, and they're making this younger generation think that the shit that they're spewing is fact and not their opinion, which it is. You don't know how many times out of nowhere, Trump was never even talked of in that post. But best believe Trump got brought up so many times. And Trump's a pedophile. And Trump's a this. And Trump's a that. And I'm like, first of all, no, he's not. Why don't you do some fucking research? There's no evidence. And if there is evidence, tell me, show me. I'll put it on my show. I don't give a fuck. Believe it or not, I am even. It's just one side is doing more fuck shit than the other. Sorry. I mean, but no, every time you say something about that, every time you say it, nope, nope, nope. I made another post because somebody said something about, well, the file said this, the file said that. Okay, file said Trump was sucking dick, but the gay people are rejecting him. Why? You would think that since Obama wants to fucking deny it, you would think you would want the first gay president if you were part of the rainbow community. You would think you would want to be like, hey, look, we have our shit. Boom. Nope, nope. All of a sudden, Trump straight as an arrow. Straight as an arrow. Grab him by our pussy, or grab him by the pussy could have been grab some weak dude. He was on a bus full of guys. Just saying. Just saying. But they denied it. And now, so what if, I don't know if there's no facts to it. It's just my opinion. I mean, ultimately, I'll take out she looks like a dude. She's not attractive to me. And I got shit for saying that. Because somebody got on and was, very, intelligent speaking, a gentleman. And he said something about, well, I think the problem is that she does lack a lot of femininity. We never see her in a dress or nothing like that. She always came out like that. So a lot of people might just, misconstrue. And he made a valid point. He made a very, a good argument. And I was very respectful towards him. I was like, you're absolutely right. But I just don't find her attractive at all. It's just me. I just don't find her attractive. And I got shit because I said I didn't find her attractive. Come on now.
Everybody has different types. I mean, Christ, it's the way the world's made.
I mean, but at least that stuck to the post. Because again, like I said, over and over again. Oh, why don't you talk about the Epstein files and why Epstein said Trump was his best friend a bunch of times? That ain't what this is about. Trump ain't even in this. Trump has nothing to do with this. Nothing. So, and now, mind you, that this one didn't get as many views, but it got 10 times the amount of comments. That was the Michelle Obama one. Now I had one lady sent me this picture of a side by side of Melania, which was never brought up, never even talked about. A picture of Melania sitting next to Caitlyn Jenner, and I almost lost my shit. I mean, it's I don't know if it's AI or what, but I almost lost my shit. Hilarious. I even told her that it was fucking hilarious. Being that this is a big joke. This is just, people are getting all their fucking butt hurt over a fucking joke. Because ultimately, fuckwads, First Amendment, that man behind me could have said whatever the fuck he wanted, and it had nothing to do with the president. Nothing. I love how automatically this man said something and it's the president who said it again. So, anyways, this lady, I told her, I was like, this is epic. Because a couple of my other friends on Facebook, posted something about she looked like Kermit the Frog, and that picture kind of looked like it. I posted the picture of Kermit the Frog under it and said I can't unsee it. That's because it was a joke. We knew what was going on. So, on that post, I was a racist, Mexican, El Salvadorian, gonna get deported, get ice, all that horseshit. Pink-toed cracker from that post. So
aren't pink-toed crackers indigenous to California?
Maybe.
I think they are. You have to Google
that. The wild pink-toed cracker
resides in San Bernardino, California.
Resides in the mountains of San Bernardino. Dude, that was fucking great. So So I waited about 2 hours. Now, mind you, I don't get that many, but this post right now is up to 8,700 8,700 views, 247 comments. I'll give you all the stats on it. 247 comments. It says 1,309 engagements. 8,810 views. It's saying here on the dashboard thingy. We got 126 likes, 8 hearts, 134 laughs, 1 surprise face, and 5 mad faces.
Well, at least on the bright side, there's only 5 really ass hurt people. I mean, you're not doing your job if you didn't hurt. If it's more than 5, more than 10 off.
So 2 hours. That was about 2 hours into this post being up, where I was at like 4,000 something views. So I took that picture, the Melania truck, because I found it fucking hilarious, and I figured since everybody was thinking I was against black folks, which I'm clearly not, I was gonna put up what would be a fair swap. And this was not my choosing. I didn't choose this. According to the post, everybody is comparing Melania to Michelle. So I posted the picture of Melania and Caitlyn Jenner side by side, and says, just to be fair, here you go. Now, that got, as of right now, we are at 10,053 views, 396 engagements, 352 clicks, 24 comments, 19 reactions. 6 of them were thumbs ups, 11 of them were happy faces, and 2 were mean faces. Now, this is the right, guys. This is the other side of the aisle. This is where I was called a libtard. Let's see. Wait a minute. How's this? Fucker. Most relevant. All comments. Okay, so let's see. What's some of the words? Looks like the mentality is unstable.
Well, we all knew that. If anybody else has been watching the show for any period of time, we all know Marco's unstable.
I'm jealous. Let's see. Comedy is comedy as long as directed at a certain class of people. Conservatives can't stop obsessing over trans people. Don't you mean mentally ill? Right, mentally ill people can't stop obsessing over trans people. Marco trying to justify why he's always waking up with a trans woman. Even if I did, why would that be something wrong? Again, the same thing as if Michelle Obama was a man. Why would there be something wrong? See, you're one of the fucking Republicans or conservatives or whatever the fuck that people talk about. You give us a bad name. Because if you actually even look down my page, dumb fuck, I was kind of on your side. But now you can go fuck yourself. Let's see. And then, Joey Edibles throws his shit in there. Which Joey Edibles from Square Table Degenerates. Go check his show out. He does a podcast. Nothing like this. His is more sports, if anything. A lot of wrestlers and little bit of politics here and there.
Wrestling's
But
a
yeah,
sport.
huh?
Wrestling's a sport. Isn't that
Fuck off.
scripted? It's scripted.
Football is scripted.
Nah.
Let's see. They'd both turn you down talking about the Caitlyn Jenner and Melania. Let's see. Oh, there was. Where's the ones that they started? They started getting real bad on Joey Edibles. Let's see. Where'd it go? Did they take away Joey Edibles' posts? Somebody might have got called out or something.
Called, yeah. Got it removed. Hold on.
Because it was a bunch of replies to Joey. Huh. Let's see. Was it on? Maybe it was on the Michelle Obama one. Let's see. All comments. There we go. Yeah. No, it was on the Michelle Obama one. They started because it was after I put up the Kermit the Frog, then he put up "Laugh So Hard I Hurt My Balls," and then somebody put up the guy from what was that helicopter movie? Was it Night Wolf or something?
Oh, you're talking about Jan Michael Vincent.
Yeah. I mean, the nose is a little different, but there is definitely some resemblance there. I ain't gonna bullshit at all. But then it went to Melania's a hoe, which never even that had nothing to do with what like where did that even come from? And then they started going at him, calling him a gay boy, freaking moron, instantly gay. Now you guys who are going against Joey Edibles is very, very in the middle. Joey Edibles, he's a comedian too. We're all comedians. Whether you like our comedy or think what we say or not, that is irrelevant to us. That's a you problem. That's it. If the shoe fits, it's your shoe, dumbass. Just saying. But yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy. I'm not saying that the right is any better because I've seen just as harsh shit. Just as harsh shit from the right as the left, but there's a lot more of the left.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot more, and it's all racist. At least the ones on the right kind of spread it out. There's a little phobia in there, a little racism sprinkled in there with a little bit of asshole. But 90% of anybody, and the gentleman who we had a decent little back and forth with, he takes up that 10%. 90% of the people on that Michelle Obama post were of the most vitriolic, hateful, racist, had every excuse to bring race into it and the president into it. I'm like, come on, man. Like, that's supposed to be part of my group if I had to choose a group, or if the group was chosen for me. I mean, I don't, I don't want all the shit that gets thrown out there to be true, but you fucking proved it. And it's fucking sad.
It's a big, sad social experiment.
It could be.
It's gone. It's gone so far backwards that
I
don't know
totally
if there's any way to turn it back around.
Like I really can't understand how we went from everybody wanted to be integrated, Americans wanted to be integrated, to we want our own stuff. We want our own stuff. We want our own stuff. And then, basing what you demand off of history when totally disregarding the history of the fight of their peoples to get to where they're at now. Some of these Karens have no clue about how it felt to be an Irish slave. Some of these black folks have no clue about any of the black slavery from the Arabs or their own people.
It's the talking point. It's the hit point. There's no reading into it. Nobody wants to know the actual truth.
Well, I seen a post today that kind of got me thinking too. It kind of, and it was a kid who said it. A kid made it on a TikTok. It said, if racism is 400, or not racism, if slavery was 400 years, and America is 250 years old, how the fuck were you slaves in America for 400 years?
The math just ain't mathin'.
And I had to stop and think about that, and I'm like, wait a minute. And then even if it was 200 years ago, people didn't just get freed 50 years ago.
No, because then it becomes oppression. Not actually being owned, but still being slaves.
No. This is, like it never dawned on me until I seen this fucking TikTok. Like I'm like, wait a minute.
We're all slaves to something.
Yeah, but just this is something we're taught, man. This is like a big deal. Like like something either America is a lot older. The slave situation here was a lot shorter. A lot. Or I'm just.
Well, if we started in 1776, what year was the Emancipation Proclamation?
Let me see. What year was the Emancipation Proclamation? 1863.
The Emancipation Proclamation was issued in 1863.
87 years.
On January 1st, 1863. Freeing enslaved
87 years. If you want to get technical, from when the country started to when they were signed to be free, it's 87 years.
Now, anybody who's still listening, does that sound right to you? Is that some new math? Somebody. Like, is that... Because I never even put that together. Like, I never even... I never looked into racism that deep to even look at those numbers. 87 years.
Well,
No, I'm
24
sure
plus
that's
53.
no.
Last
There
I
was
checked
a
was 87.
no. There was a shitty time after that. And then no, because you can't go. You got to add on 2 years. Because Juneteenth is real, like the whole history behind it. I mean, a lot of people try to hype it up as something different, but no, that's real. That was a real shit. That was a good thing, you know, that the Republicans did for the black folks. Um, but yeah, and I mean, they even fuck up the Juneteenth flag. That was something I seen earlier. Juneteenth flag looks an awful lot like Captain Marvel's outfit. It's like the red and the blue with the white star, like in a burst. That's Captain Marvel's outfit.
I
But
don't
anyways, so you
know.
got to add on 2 years. So 87, 88, no, it's 87, 80, yeah. So how many years it was would have been 89.
89.
But if it was how many years away, it would have been 85 in the other direction.
That's the start of the country, though. I don't think the start of the country had slavery to very begin with. Did it?
I let's see. Wait a minute.
Well, yeah, I guess they probably did.
When were the first African American slaves brought to America?
The first enslaved Africans arrived in America in late August of 1619 in the English colony of
Oh,
Jamestown,
shit.
Virginia. A ship traded the captives for food and supplies.
1619.
So before America was even America.
Yeah, so 120, 81, 181,
So 300 years.
181, 243, 249 years.
250 years.
Yeah. So I guess, yeah, that would be accurate.
That slavery was here for 400 years?
Well, no, it's been here as long as America's been around.
No, it hasn't. Because if it was from the 1600s and it got abolished and we say 18 what?
63.
Okay, so subtract that. Because now we're back into the 1600s before America was America. So are you counting that as America or are you counting that as the British colonies? Because we were the British colonies. Nobody takes that into consideration.
Yeah.
So them years before 1776 ain't on America.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
Yeah.
can we call can we call King Charles for reparations then?
They already said they wasn't giving shit. They giving reparations to Arabs. Sand people, sorry.
That makes it that much better.
And it's the Tuscans.
No.
It ain't even the Jawas, it's the Tuscans.
Fucking Star Wars references.
Just saying, man.
Speaking of Star Wars references, how about my son saw they have lightsaber fishing lures now.
Oh, jeez.
Guess what my son got? Lightsaber fishing lures.
Guess what I have? I got lightsaber chopsticks.
Go figure. Nerds.
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 I knew you were going to say some shit. I'm like, look, dude.
Nerd. No, now, I want you to tell me more about that chick in California. The teacher.
Oh, yeah. Look, again, I try to be the best ally I can. The only reference I could really say, I heard from another comedian, Jackie Cation. Fucking love her stuff. We don't have the same political views, but she's still an awesome comedian. I don't know her personally, but just hearing her say this, it was me all day. I'm like an ally. Like, if you ever watch a Godzilla movie and Godzilla is the ally, but he still tramples through the towns and causes destruction trying to help out. I'm that type of ally. You know, I'm that ally apparently. But I can't. This right here is what I'm talking about. What the people on the right don't like and have a fit about. So there's, and it wasn't in Texas. It was in Denver.
That's right. Denver, not Colorado. I said California.
A teacher in Denver. Luckily, she was just fired, and I believe she would have been fired if it didn't make a big national stink. Had kids, same-sex kids, in her class kissing. She forced them to kiss for a grade in class, in school. The fuck?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I don't see my biggest thing is I can't stand when they involve kids in anything. Up to 10 years old. Everything should be sugarcoated for a kid up to about 10. Then you start teaching them the real shit. Why? When they're young, why that young?
I don't get it either. I don't. There was actually a post out. I guess there's a video going around. It's all trans, and they're saying that they made women obsolete.
Okay. No. Absolutely the fuck not. My feeling on this is just as bad as you telling me and the God of Eden is in the Garden of Eden. No, absolutely fucking not. There's no.
Dude, you see, I got attacked because I didn't find Michelle Obama attractive.
Yeah.
You know, even I'm sure I didn't go back to the post, but you know, a friend of mine who's in the rainbow community posted that a picture of the new Supergirl, and said that some people say that she's not cute or whatever the hell. And I thought I heard in somewhere online.
She looks like my fucking daughter's age. No, absolutely not.
Well, not only that, to me, I thought I heard she was trans, which I'm wrong. She's not. But by far, she's not an ugly girl. She is not ugly at all. But no, I'm not attracted to her, and partially because of what Dan said. She looks like a kid.
And I mean, Michelle Obama, I don't care if she's a guy or not. She is not that bad looking if she's a guy. She's not that bad.
I see. I personally, I've said this back in the day before Trump. I'll say it after Trump. In my personal opinion, she looks like Patrick Ewing without any hair.
I don't think she looks anything like Patrick Ewing at all. But, you know.
Look at the side-by-sides. And then I had somebody say...
that's what made it even worse.
I had somebody say something to me about, well, Patrick Ewing don't have any hair now. But then if you look at, I used to compare, younger Michelle and younger Patrick Ewing. But now if you look at older Michelle and older Patrick Ewing, it's even worse.
Okay.
And it has nothing.
In your words, that is your opinion.
Right. It's an opinion.
I don't.
It is an opinion.
I don't.
You know, and that has nothing to do with her race or nothing to do. Would you feel better if I said she looked like an old fat white dude? What would that be? What would that comparison be? Or James Brown? Now, is that racist?
No, but
I mean, Jesus Christ.
I can kind of see James in her a little bit. Not Patrick Ewing. No way do I see Patrick Ewing in her.
Yeah, dude. Every little bit, all the way down to the dong.
You're just pissing gasoline on the fire, brother.
I'm just speaking the truth, man. This has nothing to do with fucking race. You know, and again, I've said it in the beginning of the show. We both said it in the middle of the show. I'll say it right now. Even if they were, why are you guys so mad? Why are you guys so mad? So what? I wasn't mad when people said Trump sucked a dick. That would explain the billions if he's such a shitty fucking businessman. We always hear how bad Trump is at business. How bad? Well, then how'd he get his billions? Maybe he sucks a good dick. What's wrong with that?
I personally wouldn't suck a dick, but each to their own.
Like I said on stage, at this point in time in my life, I'll give a good hand job for a full tank of gas. Throw in an extra 50, I'll throw a little pinky in there,
Sometimes the jokes you tell make my stomach turn. And it's all right because it's still funny.
I mean, it's just, this bullshit with the race already, man. And then the people don't even, like it's easy to look through my pictures and notice that my fucking family is a rainbow of colors themselves in color and genders.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a nephew that he's a fucking 6-foot Puerto Rican kid that looks like Wendy's off the side of the building. Red hair with the pigtails. And a fucking goatee. Like, hey, but to each their own. To each their own.
You're right, you're right.
He don't try to push that shit on nobody. That's just his thing. Hey. Again, if you love who you want to love. You do you. Whatever makes you fucking happy. Whether you're using aftermarket parts or whatever. But you can't be pushing that on people, especially kids.
There's way too many people trying to push an agenda when there's absolutely no need to do it. I don't have to believe any. Marco, we've been friends forever, it feels like. Or we've talked at least extensively to where I don't have to believe everything that you say. And you don't have to believe everything I say. But as far as I know, we're both entitled to our own opinions.
Yeah. And I've given you your opinion about, or my opinion about your opinions and vice versa. That's what grown-ups do.
That's debate. That is proper debate.
Yeah, that is what grown-ups do, period. And I will say that in many of the situations, Dan is a greater man than I.
I wouldn't say that so much. Maybe I just act that way. I don't know. Who knows? It just, I don't see the need or want to actually be that adamant about something that doesn't directly affect my life.
Yeah. Dude,
I mean, if I was gay, I would, if there were stuff going on that was against gay people, I'd be a little ass hurt. I get it. But that still don't entitle me to yell at you because you're straight.
You
or
get a
anything
little
like
ass
that.
hurt regardless if you were gay.
You're a dickhead. Jesus fucking Christ.
You
Marco.
said it, man. You said it.
Why do I feel like we're on a trip to the comedy show?
Yeah, I mean, I don't find Supergirl attractive. I think she is a very beautiful young woman. She is.
She's a pretty girl, but she's my kid's age.
Yeah,
No.
it feels weird to me, like seeing like somebody like Momoa, who I love as an actor, but somebody like Momoa all up on this kid. It kind of ruins it for me. It kind of, I mean, it just ruins it for me.
I wonder how old she really is. Maybe she just looks young.
She's in her 20s,
That's
early
still
20s.
real fucking young.
Yeah, and I mean, I've seen a lot of girls in there, even like 18, like look like grown ass women, but Supergirl does not look like a grown ass woman.
No.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And I know she's supposed to be younger in the story, but then you can't have her doing grown ass woman shit.
I have noticed a lot of that lately in shows and movies.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not being hidden anymore, man.
So it's like
It's like
it's supposed to be like a high school. What the hell is the word I'm looking for? Like a teenage type drama, and it's based in high school, but it is like racy as fuck.
I mean, and that's
I've got my daughter watching this shit. Like, she's Fresh Prince sophomore year, and I get it because that's her. That's what they're going through. But I'm like,
that's one thing I will give it to the MCU, and it's very odd because Disney is known for fuckery, of the younger type, we'll just say. But the MCU, I've seen some racy scenes, but they were all grown ass women. All grown ass women. Oh, from the Black Widow, who is fire hot. Some people said Scarlett Johansson was a man. Remember that? Hannibal Buress used to tell a whole set talking about how he had the hots for Scarlett Johansson, and then she found out she was a man.
I guess I just have to lift her balls. Whatever.
That fucked me up. I mean, anything like the Spider-Man, with Tom Holland, he looked like a young kid, and they put him in young kid. There was no any kind of sexual tension between the kids or anything like that. Their kids liked each other. He liked MJ. They might have shared a small kiss or whatever. The fat kid kissed the little white girl that puked on herself or whatever. But it was nothing like, it was no adult content. That was more of a teen type shit. It's just, it's crazy, man. I mean, I'm not saying it's right, but at least back in the day, they try to hide it.
Yeah, it was always.
They've gotten to the point where it's normalized now. Yeah. All that shit that happened to them poor kids on Nickelodeon. With all them, it was like 3 or 4 shows that the fat dude fucking from I remember him when I was a kid. He was in a sitcom at school. I don't remember what the hell his name is now, but he became a director or one of the big wigs in Nickelodeon. And
Ron Howard?
No. That's Opie.
Yeah.
Or not Opie, Meathead. That's Meathead.
No, he was
Ron Howard.
Ron Howard was Opie, but he was also what the hell is
Cunningham, Richie Cunningham.
Richie Cunningham, yeah.
Yeah. But also Meathead from Archie Bunker became a big wig in one of the things too. Rob Reiner.
Yeah.
But damn, that's gonna bother me. Who was the known Nickelodeon pedophile executive?
I'd hate to see your fucking search.
No Nickelodeon executive has been found guilty of being a pedophile. However, the show Quiet on Set revealed that Nickelodeon hired or worked with people with convictions for child abuse in the 1990s and 2000s.
Rob Snyder.
Dan Snyder. Also, I didn't know about this. A Brian Peck and a Jason Handy were in some fuckery too. But now, what's odd is you heard what I said.
Yeah.
Now this says no Nickelodeon executives have been convicted as pedos. But then it went on to tell me about all the rest of this shit. So they weren't convicted. Sorry. Nobody was convicted. Didn't say they weren't. Said it wasn't convicted.
Well, this is America. You're innocent until proven guilty.
So that you just sounded like fucking Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom's whining right now. whining because he's being investigated for all fraud that done went through his fucking house. And he's out there crying and whining that they're coming after, or Trump's coming after his political opponents. It's only because I'm running for president. Trump ain't going for president again. Trump's done after, Trump got 2 more years. So that
82 when he's done here. Who the fuck? No, you think he's gonna go from 82 to 86?
And then he's coming after me, or you shouldn't use politics to go after people. I'm like, all the shit that y'all put that man through. All the shit y'all put that man through. We find out now that the guy, that the whole E. Jean Carroll story was ripped off of an episode of Law and Order. She played it exactly to the T. It came from an episode of Law and Order. And a political opponent funded not only her fucking legal team, but Blasey Ford's legal team against Kavanaugh.
Politicians, they're fucking ridiculous. I don't like either side. You got to pick the lesser of two evils and pray that it'll kind of fall your way sometimes, I guess.
I said, personally, and Jared, a buddy of mine, Jared, he stays pretty down the middle. I stay pretty down the middle. I just there's a very much I'd lean to my side. I got my beliefs, but ultimately, again, none of that shit is affecting me right here, right now. So I look at it like a football game. And then I had somebody tell me, these are people's lives, this is a football game, or this is all scripted and they're all against us. Well, you're the same person who's betting on football games that clearly the players themselves said are rigged. But you're still betting on them. What? Shut up. It's a game. We realize it's a game. Just because some of us are involved in it, or some of us like to play the game with it, or we're commentators. We're commentators at best. At best.
Keyboard commentators are the best.
The keyboard warriors. But anyways, that's about our time. If you're in the Port Clinton area, me and Wardy's Laugh Factory are going to be out there doing a show this weekend. That's out by Puddin Bay. So come and check us out. I hear the weather's going to be shitty. I hope not.
I haven't even looked at it.
And then
Father's Day this weekend.
On the 26th, we have the Rainbow Show, the Rainbow Benefits. So what is it? 7 Straights and a Gay.
7 Straights and a Gay.
That's going to be in Youngstown at the
Calvin Center.
Come and check us out down there. That's a benefit for the Youngstown Rainbow community. And then we're going to be doing a benefit on July 10th for a buddy of ours, David Ruggiero. If everybody's scheduled, I don't know if Dave got a hold of you yet.
No. But
yeah, he's checking everybody's availability so far. July
I'll
10th.
Figure it out if I have to.
Yeah. He's having a bad time, family issues, and he's a real good friend of ours. And we're gonna do a benefit for him, see if we can't get something going for him. Other than that, check out today's Wednesday. Tomorrow we should be doing mental health. I'm not sure. Dino has comedian Rob Weber in town. They're real good friends. They've been hanging out, so I'm not sure if we're gonna do mental health. Then I'm sure Sunday he'll be doing Generation Dan with Atlas, and then we start this all over again on Monday with motherfucking Monday.
That's it.
You got anything going on, Dan? Well, when's that new Middletown thing or Middlesex?
I was gonna look at West Middlesex. I had to look it up.
Almost forgot about that one. Apparently, me and Dan are doing an open mic or some
Wednesday,
shit.
July 29th.
July 29th. So yeah, and is it West Middlesex or?
In West Middlesex. I don't see the ad. Oh. It says Retro at Retro 3 Short Street, West Middlesex, PA.
All right. So we're going to be there July 29th.
A 10-person lineup there.
Yep. So come and check us out. That being said, you gotta be kind to each other, and just realize who you're talking to when you're talking to them, because you might be talking shit to somebody who would have been your friend.
Yeah.
And quit putting race into every goddamn thing. Jesus
Christ. Really. I'll second that one.
Yeah, we're out.
Later.